So let's talk about people, process, and technology from a really deep perspective, right? From a kind of a drive home, the kind of three areas where I've seen the kind of the biggest issues with MSPs and kind of driving their programs towards maturity. Not even cyber resilience, just the core cybersecurity program. Number one is shelfware. The conversation in 2017 and 2018 was, Ryan, what do I buy next? What's the next security control that you recommend that I buy to protect my MSP? And it was all technology. And we were buying technology and deploying it largely with its defaults, without any real process in place to ongoing caring and feeding and managing of that technology, and not really kind of devoting the people time to that technology to really make it effective. And that leads to technology largely becoming shelfware, which means it's something that might make you feel better, but it doesn't actually make you safer. It might check a box from a compliance perspective because you can claim you have a capability, but to have a capability, you have to have the combination of people, process, and technology. So if you have technology right now in your program, the question you should be asking yourself is, do I have the right people managing it? Are they devoting the right time to it? Do I have the right policies surrounding it? And do I have the right processes to maintain that technology and to maintain the information coming out of that technology and how it might feed into other phases of the cybersecurity framework, like the response and recovery phases, right?
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, go ahead.
So two things. One, historically as MSPs, we like problems that technology can solve.
Yeah.
Right. Number one. So that's the default. That's how, in all the years I've been doing this, that's how we're trained. Right. And then the second piece of it is we also know how to price tools because we know what we pay for them and we can figure out how to price them. Pricing the people and process, right? That's probably why it ends up in that shelfware type thing. So this is really awesome the way you're showing it.
Yeah.
Hey, Professor Weeks.
Yes, sir.
This is good stuff, man. Really like it. So let's do a thought exercise real quick on this one. In chat, those of you that are watching, man, 529, Gary Pica, you know how to run an event, my friend. That is insane. That is awesome. Okay, so you 529 people watching, pick those capacity outcomes. Don't think about everything in your MSP. Think about like cybersecurity alone. I'm just going to leave it generic for a minute because I'm very curious. Pick your number one challenge. Don't look at the people, process, technology part. Look at the capacity outcomes. Where are you most challenged? Poor adoption, burden to scale, wasted effort. Pick one. And I want to see it all roll through chat. And I want to know where your capacity outcome challenges are for a minute. All right, couple wasted effort and adoption. Come on, 529 people. Gary, is this like a bot farm? Okay, there we go. It is real people.
There you go.
There's a little delay in it, Wes.
Look at this, Gary.
A lot of
Ryan,
adoption.
Yeah, is this surprising you?
No, not at all. Right. One, because we default to technology. We try to put some process in place, but if we don't have the people, right, it doesn't, as you said, Ryan, it doesn't get the care and feeding. And that's the part. And especially as you showed, as you move right to boom, right, it gets really heavily dependent on the people part.
Yeah. I mean, you've all heard me say, right, tell stories about MSPs will come to me and say what to buy next. And I tell them, don't buy anything. Go back and make sure that the things you already have are actually providing you the outcomes that you want. And this is a great framework to go through those capabilities you already have and saying, am I getting the most out of my RMM? Am I instrumenting it for cybersecurity with the right set of people, processes, and technology capabilities to achieve the best possible outcome of what the RMM is already capable of? There's a lot of things you can do with an RMM before you should ever go buy something else. So make sure that you're investing in the capabilities, the controls, the tools you already have before you go buy something else. Unless, and here's I'll give you the exception to the rule, unless that technology is going to specifically help you solve a people and process problem, right? And so that's a very key thing, right? You can bring technology in if it's going to help you scale your people and your process, but don't bring it in just because you need another capability in your program. You need to be very deliberate about why you're bringing that technology into your organization. And I loved seeing things scroll. I was kind of surprised by the burden to scales, if I'm being honest, but poor adoption, inconsistent operation, and shelfware are the three most common issues that I see with MSPs. And so I think, if you're looking at yourself through the lens, what we've kind of learned in this little session right here was that shelfware to poor adoption, most MSPs seem to be falling in that slice of this graph. So steal this slide, right? Take a screenshot, go and use it to analyze your program and your capabilities.